Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
It's a big honor to meet you and interview you for this program. How excited are you about the growth of Abu Dhabi as a city?
Abu Dhabi is a city that I was born in,
Right.
and I've seen it develop, and I've seen it grow. So it has a lot of mixed feelings as far as I'm concerned. I like my city to grow. I like my city to expand, and I hope it will grow in the right direction.
What is the right direction that you envision?
My vision of a right direction is a city that is comfortable to live in, organized, clean, and easy going as far as traffic and roads are concerned.
So in the future there will be less congestion of traffic?
No, that will actually increase the traffic. It will increase the congestion, and I hope some of that load will be shifted outside the city rather than the city itself.
And what can we learn from the people of Abu Dhabi?
Tolerance, patience, and hospitality, and acceptance the minority in their own country. Well, the UAE citizens are a cosmopolitan people. They have been used to living with expatriates, foreigners, and they've always made whoever comes to their country welcome.
Is this the reason of the growth, because they are so hospitable and tolerant?
No, the growth is driven by hard work and a lot of sweat and toil. It's not just sitting, laid back growth. No, it needs a lot of people to do the growth.
And is this due to the vision of the great leader, His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan?
Well, he had a vision that is far ahead of our own vision, and he succeeded in creating a country where there was only a tribe. So now we have to get used to the idea of living in a modern country rather than living in a tribal environment.
Did you spend some time with him?
Definitely, yes.
And tell us what you learned from him, so we can also learn the same.
Well, I learned a lot from Sheikh Zayed. He was a teacher not just to us as a citizen of Abu Dhabi. He was a teacher to a lot of people, Muslims and Arabs. And we've learned from him how to achieve one's goal by working very hard, by waking up at 4 in the morning and going to work at 6. We learned from him how to supervise your own projects, and we learned from him how to be brave and take initiative. We learned a lot from him, that without him we would still be living in the 16th century. People are so proud of him, and the people love him so much, especially the locals, and not only the locals but the expats also who have lived here and who have seen him. They really love him. It's unbelievable how much love is there for him. It's like I've never seen this kind of love anywhere else in the whole world. First, he was a lovable person. He was kind. He was a fatherly figure. He was down to earth, and he was generous, hospitable, and he was a father to every one of us, to the extent that he never calls us by our names. He calls us by as my children, my people. He loved his people, he loved his children, and he loves his country. Maybe this is one of the reasons why this country is so blessed, that you are such an amazing visionary leader. It's just amazing. It's
such a gifted leader to have?
We were very lucky. We were very lucky to have him. At the time we did have him.
Are you very proud to be a Abu Dhabi citizen?
I am very proud of being a citizen of Abu Dhabi, and I am very proud of being a citizen of United Arab Emirates. And the fact that we have moved from the 16th century to the 21st century in a matter of one generation, that's an achievement in itself.
That excites you, the future development?
Well, these are future development, as you have mentioned, and I hope they'll succeed where others, or many others projects have succeeded.
How important is your role in the future development? What kind of role are you playing?
My role is very limited in the future development of these projects. My role is to now...
Some say you play a big role. Are you very humble?
Well, I'd like to feel that I have a big role, but I have a modest role which I try to maintain.
You are the chairman of several businesses and charities in Abu Dhabi. What motivates you to contribute so much to the community and the humanity with your charity organizations such as the Future Center for Special Needs?
Well, we have learned from our ruler, Sheikh Zayed, peace be upon him, that we did not exist, or God did not create us to only take. We have to take and give. And it is our responsibility to put back or to give back to the community of some of the things that we have been able to succeed in achieving. So success does not mean for one person. Success is for the whole community. So we share our success with our community. And if special need children needs us, we will be there to help them.
So you are a very giving person, and you are contributing to society and humanity in a very special way, and a lot of people love that.
I learned those traits from my father and from Sheikh Zayed, so it's always a pleasure to give back to the community.
What makes Abu Dhabi grow as a business hub for the world?
Abu Dhabi is based, supported by the flow of oil, and where there is oil there is cash, and projects, companies and multinationals wants to be part of that growing infrastructure.
So what are the current business opportunities in Abu Dhabi for investors from outside to come here?
Well, with so much infrastructure being built at the moment, I'm sure there are a lot of opportunities existing among the companies to come set up shop in Abu Dhabi, definitely.
What can we learn from you to have a successful life?
To success in life, to be first a strong believer in God, and to believe in yourself and your ability to achieve, and to dream bigger dreams. Put that dream into reality, and like they say, the road starts with the 1,000 miles starts with one step. So if you take that step, I'm sure you will achieve your goal.
What are your expansion plans for your group?
For the group, we have a number of projects which we are now supporting. Mainly the Dubai Pearl in Dubai. We have the big bus tour around Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and we've just finished the construction of the Fairmont in Abu Dhabi, and we have other projects which we are planning for Fujairah area, which we hope to begin once the opportunity or the right environment exists.
How did you learn all this
like everybody else. I have to learn it by trial and error. I made a lot of mistakes, but thank God I succeeded where some others failed, and I believe in what I'm doing. Whatever I do, it is mainly directed to the benefit of the community, to the benefit of the country. So it is always a pleasure to achieve a goal that I have planned and a target I have set.
And what is your mission in life?
My mission to see my people prosper, to see my country expand, and to believe the community and the hospitality of our people.
What an amazing mission you have.
That's why we are here.
And a lot of Emiratis must be proud of you, because they can learn so much from you.
Well, I do my best to teach them. I go around to universities, schools and colleges. I lecture them, and I'm very happy to see that not only they enjoy my lectures, but they do take heed, and I hope they will put what I teach them into practice.
So you have such a perfect English, and you are so educated. Where were you educated?
I was educated in England. I was one of the first students who was sent from Abu Dhabi to England. I went to a private school in Lincolnshire. Yes, I was there for 3 years.
Yeah. Were you a very bright student?
Unfortunately, I was not one of the top top student, because I didn't have my first elementary education in Abu Dhabi as it should be. So when I went to England, I went into the secondary education, so I had to catch up with a lot of work. So I was struggling. Thank God I made it.
You are very honest and forthright.
Well, the truth is always right.
Who inspired you to be so successful in life?
First my father, and secondly Sheikh Zayed. He has given us a big chance to succeed, and he helped us throughout, whether it is by the way of his advice to us, or his financial help, or his teaching in the majlis whenever we are in his presence.
Your father is such a legend. Tell us something about him.
Well, he was a very humble person. He was very generous. Charitable person. He has extended his reach for charity as far as Mauritania, in North Africa, to Pakistan. He built a lot of low-cost homes and mosques in Pakistan, Jordan, Sudan, Egypt. And when I took over his position after he passed away, I was struggling just to keep up with what he started before he passed away. And all free of charge projects that he started, and which we have to continue, which we had to finish, and then continue after that in the footsteps, in his footsteps.
And a lot of people are so blessed because of you, and a lot of people are so happy and so educated because you help so many people.
I try to be not as good or as charitable as my father and Sheikh Zayed, but they are my teachers, and they are my example, so I try to follow. I look at myself as a cashier in the bank. A cashier never owns the money he receives. He just passes it on to the clients, and that's my position in life, to pass on whatever I earn to those who need it.
Besides His Highness Sheikh Zayed Sultan bin Nahyan and your father, who are your other role models?
Oh, there are a lot of role models that I have I followed in their footsteps, and it will be difficult to name them, but I do read a lot, and I do follow the news of those successful people, and I read about them, especially their memoir achievements, and I try to learn from them as much as I can.
Give us some names, sir. A few names that you can think of as role models.
Role models. Well, I have a picture just there of President Clinton. I do admire him, and I respect him quite a lot. I have a picture of the father of George Bush, the father, who I admire, and I do have Sheikh Mohammad bin Rashid in Dubai, and the rulers of the United Arab Emirates Emirate. I think they've done a fantastic job. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed has been instrumental our development after Sheikh Zayed. They have built a country where it did not exist. So these are people that I admire, and I think highly of.
How hard did you work to achieve all this success?
Well, I used to work 18 hours a day, starting early in the morning to late in the evening. But I'm now retired.
How many hours you work now?
Now if I work 8 hours, I'll be satisfied.
But you used to sleep only 6 hours, and you work 18 hours.
Well, we had a mission to accomplish, so it was worth it. It was worth it, yes.
So you have a very happy and satisfied life?
Thank God, yes, I do, yes.
And are you very proud of your family and your friends and your business group?
Naturally.
These are like your children, all of them?
Like I have a role model in my life, they have a role model in their lives too. So it is always a pleasure to work with the younger generation and try to teach them the best way of achieving their goals.
What are your hobbies?
I do have a lot of hobbies, in fact. I try to gather or accumulate or get what we did not see or use in the early part of our development, mainly the electronics, the sound systems, the antiques, phones and gramophones. These are items we did not use, or especially those manual items.
So you are a collector of these items?
I am a collector of these items, and I do have a small museum displaying these items, and I collect not vintage cars but classical cars. I do have a collection of classical cars, because it's not only I enjoy cars, but it's part of my business, being a dealer of cars.
Yeah, you are a dealer of Mercedes-Benz also.
Yes, and Jeep.
And so you are a collector, and you collect antiques and cars. And what are the other hobbies besides of this?
Reading. I try to. I have a library of my own. I read, and I teach schools and universities. And that's a hobby that I enjoy very much.
Who are your favorite authors?
Well, I had a favorite author, and I still have. In fact, he is now deceased. His name is Glob Pasha, who was the chief officer or the commander of the Arab region, or the Arab Legion in Jordan. He wrote a number of books about the history of the Arabs, and he wrote about life and history of the Arab Bedouin. And that's a favorite author of mine, which I have the full collection.
How many books he has written?
I think he wrote about 12. 12. They all deal with historical and travel.
Are they translated in English? Or in
Yes, they are
Yeah.
written in English, yes.
And they can be found in the libraries for people to read?
Oh, now they became a collectible item, so some libraries have it, but most libraries don't.
So he's one of your favorite authors?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Any English authors that you can name?
Oh, I have Jeffrey Archer, who wrote quite a lot of books. Yes, I think he's a fantastic author. Yes.
How would you like to be remembered as?
I hope to be remembered as a person who helped himself and helped others at the same time.
So you not only want to help yourself, but you also want to help others, and at the same time you want to make others happy.
Definitely.
Yeah, and people should remember you like that. And this was a person who helped everyone, and who was good for us and for himself also.
That would be nice to be remembered.
We salute you as the great business leader of Abu Dhabi.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.